Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Monday, April 14th, 2025. Aries, a memory, dream, vision, or meditation could linger a rush of spiritual energy. As a result, you might want to jot your expressions down so you won't forget them. Try not to dwell on it too much. This isn't the time to be reclusive. The process won't stop and the insights should continue to come. Keep up with your studies and meditation and you will go on growing indefinitely. Taurus, a message from a friend could make your day. The good news may involve travel, money, or a love relationship. There could also be an intellectual matter that you're anxious to look into, perhaps for the purpose of writing or teaching. A journey, possibly related to education, could be in the offings, perhaps with a friend. A busy and stimulating day is definitely ahead. Gemini, the planetary energy leaves you in a contemplative mood. A lot of different possibilities have opened up for you recently and you're trying to figure out which is the most appropriate now. Sometimes it's better to let things churn around in your subconscious for a while, and this could be one of these times. Forget it for now and enjoy the fun. Cancer, talk of traveling to distant and exotic places could come up at a gathering of family friends. Some of the talk is pure fantasy, but there are some people among you who are genuinely serious about these plans. Are you considering going afar for a while? If so, you might listen to what your friends have to say. It would certainly be fun if you all do it together. Leo, career matters may be put on hold for a few days, but your professional future probably won't be far from your thoughts. Even in the midst of time spent with family and friends, you want to improve your financial situation and a number of possibilities have come up. Don't mull them over too much now. You don't want to neglect your loved ones. Relax and enjoy their company today. Virgo, so many fascinating ideas have come your way over the past few days that your mind is spinning. Some of what you've heard could be so radical that it takes some time to make sense of it. You could also want to memorialize your thoughts, perhaps by making some notes or writing an article. Watching television might get your mind off it and help you relax, so please go for it. Libra, a deep, intimate conversation could take place between you and a romantic interest. If this is a casual relationship, it may suddenly become more. If you're involved but not committed, you could reach an understanding. If you're already committed, there may even be talks about marriage. The end result of this conversation should be happiness for both of you, so celebrate the night at home. Scorpio, this morning, you may wake up from a dream with many inspiring ideas. If you're into creativity of any kind, you will want to jot these ideas down as well as possibilities for bringing them up to the rest of the world. This could be through music, painting, writing, or any kind of art form. Don't be surprised if your styles change a little. If nothing else, this demonstrates versatility. Sagittarius, a few extra things need to be done around the house today. A few more letters need to be written. A few more cleaning chores should be done, and you might still want to dress the place up a little. Your mood is very positive and you should speed through this task with little energy drain. You will have plenty of time left for socializing tonight. Capricorn, children may be part of your day today. You might attend a party for children or a larger gathering that includes them. At some point, you might even be telling them a story. This will probably be as much fun for you as is your audience, who are likely to be very appreciative. Don't be afraid to ham it up a little. They will enjoy it. Aquarius, books that you have received as gifts could have you thinking deeply about spiritual or philosophical matters today. Your mind is quicker than usual, so you can probably grasp some rather complex ideas. Your practical side could bring up doubts as to the applicability of what you're learning, but don't worry about that. This should become clear to you eventually. Pisces, your level of physical and mental energy is high today. You may have been overindulging in food and drink lately, and so you could spend much of the day working out at the gym. Take a good book to read in the sauna because you will also want the mental stimulation. At the end of the day, you will feel good about yourself and ready to overindulge some more. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Monday, 14th April 2025. Do have yourself a very great day.
Good morning, guys. It's Monday. What a beautiful day here in the Helen of the West, and we are so honored to be alive amongst the living. It is not something to take lightly. Happy Monday to our morning viewers. Let's see what our news department has. We'll be back.
Good morning. A chilling discovery in Foasho has reignited concerns about gun violence on the island. Police have recovered armor-piercing ammunition during a targeted operation, raising red flags about the growing threat to public safety and law enforcement officers.
At the completion of that operation, 7 individuals were arrested at Foasho for possession of firearm, possession of ammunition. Also, we were able to search some abandoned houses in that area, and we recovered 30 rounds of 5.56 ammunition, that's AR-15 rounds. And those ammunition were light armor-piercing rounds. So this is how serious this thing is getting as it relates to gun violence in St. Lucia. Also, a stand for compatible with an AR-15 was also recovered, and a magazine.
Last Thursday's operation is the latest in a crackdown on illegal firearms and drugs in and around the city centre. Meanwhile, a fresh boost in the fight against drug crime, Taiwan has handed over hundreds of drug testing kits to the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, enhancing frontline efforts to crack down on illegal substances across the island.
The handing over of these drug testing kits is not only a generous gesture, but a strategic contribution to the ongoing work of our law enforcement and public safety teams. In my capacity as the inspector in charge of the Gangs, Narcotics and Farms unit, I can confidently affirm that these kits will significantly enhance our capacity to respond to drug-related offenses. They will support frontline investigations, increase the accuracy of our assessments, and reinforce our ongoing fight against the illegal drug trade.
The drug testing kits will not just support frontline police officers, but also healthcare providers and customs officers in identifying harmful substances. St. Lucia must act now or risk losing not just its tourism product, but its very existence. That was the sobering message delivered by Dr. James Fletcher during a powerful address at the St. Lucia Hospitality and Tourism Association's annual general meeting recently.
Stop building hotels on the beach. You are only putting your very important and very expensive investment in peril when you do that. It might look good, it might feel good for the average visitor to come out of their room and curl their toes in the sand, but these will become very soon over-the-water suites if you do not pay attention to this.
Dr. Fletcher's presentation also included a plea for public input on St. Lucia's new energy bill, which he says could make or break the island's path to sustainable development. And finally, St. Lucia's fight against the chronic diseases is gaining momentum as the Ministry of Health partners with Taiwan and Cathay General Hospital to strengthen primary health care through a 4-year capacity building project.
When the project was conceptualized, 4 main health regions, namely health regions 5, 6, 7, and 8, was scheduled to receive help. To date, most St. Lucians, if not all St. Lucians, in one way or another, have been touched by the work of the project.
The initiative is already transforming how conditions like diabetes and hypertension are screened and managed across St. Lucia. That's your news summary. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thank you, News Department. We'll take a break and come right back. Well, guys, I know the job market, sometimes those of us who do have jobs, we take it for granted that, there are people out there who are struggling to find themselves, a place in the job market. And, well, luckily for some, the Bay Gardens Resorts, they had a job fair recently, and we caught up with one of the members from there, telling us what it is they're looking for. As a matter of fact, they're actually trying to fill positions for the new resort that is coming on hand shortly as well. And there's also a young man that we found quite interesting. He was also on that job hunt as well, and it was interesting his discourse and his conversation. So let's take in that piece. I'm here with Natalia. Natalia Destang is from Bay Gardens Resorts, and we're just popping at the town hall today, and boy, there's a job fair that
There
is
is a
happening.
job fair.
Boy,
A very exciting one.
ooh, listen, the number of persons that we've seen on the
Yes,
line
yes,
ready
yes.
to come on in for an opportunity.
And mind
Natalia,
you,
come on.
it was just a blast on social media, and I'm absolutely thoroughly surprised with the turnout, and I'm happy. And good luck to all the interviewees out there.
Absolutely.
We hope to get a few on board.
What is Big Gardens is trying to fill a void, or what's going
We're
on here?
trying to hire across all our properties, and what's more exciting is we have Sapphire Sands opening
the new one.
our new property. It's not fully up yet. It's coming to come, but we're hiring for positions there as well. So that's something new, that's something upcoming and exciting. And we're looking forward to what we get today to fill in those spots.
Now, position-wise, you're looking from front office
Core
attendant to
departments, front office, restaurant, kitchen, security. We're looking for drivers. So you name it. And like I said, it's across the board for all of our properties. So, limitless possibilities right now.
Absolutely. Now, Bay Gardens have always been very synonymous and significant in terms of their approach to, and they've actually said it before in their marketing, and when we've spoken to them on occasion, they have committed to ensuring that the inclusivity of their people, of the St. Lucian people, whether it's staying at the property, enjoying the amenities of the property, and the staffing as well. So we see quite a number of people here, and a lot of people clearly is looking for job and is on the job market.
Absolutely.
Are you looking for criterias that are you looking to probably take what you get and still probably pour into them just to make sure that you continue to do that? Because everybody might not be experienced in the areas.
Exactly. We're big on people development. We're big on training and getting people to, get to where they need to be on par with the industry and so on. So as much as we're looking for persons who are qualified in certain areas, we're also opening it to persons who want to pursue, to persons who are interested in, are excited about, persons, it may be completely new to you. But if it's a passion, we receive it well.
Wow. I like this. I certainly like this. And this is, you were telling me earlier, this is like the biggest one you've had. You've had job fairs before. This one is like the biggest.
Closer to our properties, but this one we came to Castries and we opened it, to the Joe public, and we're happy with how it's turning out as the biggest one thus far.
Right, and you plan to spend the entire day here?
We have 2 shifts. Everybody's on board. We have the heads of departments coming in and out. So yes, we're here for the majority of the day. Looking to end at 4 o'clock, but of course, based on how it goes, we'll see how that turns out.
Right. From a corporate standpoint, I mean, just sending out any positive energy out there, because like you said, if this is an indication, a lot of people is out there job hunting as well, and they may not get through now, but we don't want their spirit to be broken. So from a corporate standpoint, if you want to shout any words of encouragement to persons who might be on the job market right now.
Stay positive, keep trying, come with your enthusiasm, and keep the passion alive, is what I can say. We look for passion. Keep the passion alive.
Wonderful. Natalia, you're awesome.
Thank you.
And all the best. Listen, we caught up with this amazing young man here. The first thing that draws him was his eyes. My camera person say, boy, his eyes. You understand? You have good eyes. But if them eyes on a lady, they don't say that it's trouble, eh? I just letting you know. But we caught up with Trevor, and Trevor is on the job hunt right now. We just caught him at a job fair. Now, Trevor, I want to get from your perspective as a young man, as a Lucian young man, trying to do positive things, trying to obtain a job. What's the journey like, boy?
It's easy, but just never give up. Keep on going, and trust me, God will answer to you.
Right. How long now you been searching?
Well, make little mistakes back in the past already, so just trying to correct them, and
I love you,
Yeah.
Listen, Dicey man, I need it. You see, my energy don't lie, because you know what, Trev? There's a lot of your youths out there, that's probably going through the same thing, And sometimes some of them just give up because they make their little mistake, and people don't let them forget it. A lot of that too. Sometimes people don't let them forget it. What about that? You've had that?
People try to bring you down, but you have to have your beliefs. You have to believe in something. You have to keep yourself going. If you just sit down, you'll not gain nothing. You're not rich nowhere. So always pray and just try and do your best out here.
That's really nice. No, that is a good vibe. Right. No, but it's true, Trev. It's not always easy for the young people.
It's not easy, It's never easy.
Right.
Because being a young person, how can I say? People who is older, elders who's older than you, they look at you like sometimes you don't know anything, and stuff like that. The way they will treat you is as though I can't even explain it with words sometimes. That's to show you. So, yeah. But
all the youths want is an opportunity.
Opportunity, man. Just to do something in their life and be better. It's not no trouble we want to make out there. It's just do better. Because we have family too. We want to take care of them. We want to do things for ourselves. Be happy too. feel the world. Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
That's just basically how I feel.
And
Yeah.
I think you resonate for a lot of young people. You know, you speak on their behalf as well, because a lot of them feel that way.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. That's why it doesn't give up. That's why
You keep going,
keep
brother.
going.
You had to keep going. Well, we want to wish you the best. I hope you get that job. If you don't get the job, be sure to ring back around with us. If you don't get through with this one, I think there's a job out there for you. I think it's not by chance we rope you in. And I believe that, you know, there's something out there for you. So let me keep the link. And you know what? Like I said, you throw out a lot of positive there, you know, but just throw out one more again for the youth that tempted to give up.
What can I say to you guys? Keep the hustling going, you know, always pray, and learn to love yourself, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the main thing. You need to love yourself, trust me. And yeah, man, live life.
Live life. Trev, you're a star, brother. I told you you're a star. You understand? You're definitely a star. This young man is awesome. And there's a lot like him out there. But they just need an opportunity, just a chance. So good luck again, bro.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, guys, listen, a chargy of mine, I call him a chargy because McNeil is just a beautiful soul. And McNeil has been a presence on social media for quite some time now, quite a flamboyant one. And now he has decided to put together some of his thoughts onto paper. So he has his very own publication, as a matter of fact, about 7 of them. So here's McNeil. We had a little sit down, a little catch up with McNeil. Listen, man, it's been a long time in the making. I had to connect with this young man here because maybe many of you falls upon his inspirational, motivational, just pushing you to be better on the Instagram and the social media. And he's finally decided to document it in the book setting. So now you can actually pick up a book from McNeil and you can be inspired along life's journey. McNeil,
Yes.
you are awesome.
Thank
and I am
you.
honored.
Well, you said I am awesome. It takes one to know one, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you want me to share? How would
What?
you...
Tell me about, first of all, a little bit about yourself and, what continues to prompt you to want to inspire on these levels, to want to bring people to the realization that they're in charge of what it is they put out there in the world, whether it's positive, whether it's negative, and why they should choose wisely when putting out what they put out into the world. That is what I get when I pick up from your post on the social site. So what continues to stir up that within you, that you believe that you need to constantly keep reminding humans we need to
I
continue?
just always realized there's more to life since I was a little kid. I always knew there's more to life. I would be right on that hill up there with my mom. I was born in the morn, and my mother would take me to look at the airport. I used to get excited about aeroplanes taking off and landing. And I used to say, Mommy, I'll travel. I want to travel. I want to go places. That was where it started. And I've always been aware. I mean, maybe the words can't even define it, but I've always been aware there's more to me, to you, than meets the eye. So I call it energy. Some of us say there's God. Some say there's something bigger. But at the end of the day, it's just one huge, beautiful power. And it starts with us. So I came to realize on my life journey that it starts within. Whatever I put out, I'm getting back, whether it be good or bad. It's energy. When I plant good seeds, I'm getting the fruit. At this stage in my life, I realize it for myself. And when I put out some foolishness, F-free, as we say in St. Lucia, you all know the meaning. When I put that out there, I'll get it back. So life has taught me to be wise enough to choose, not in fear, but to be intentional with your decisions. Yeah, be conscious.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me about those little publications, because it's one thing to come on and one day if I happen to miss it, but if I have my own copy of my book and I'm feeling the need, I can actually now go and pick it up and actually pull from it the energy that I need. So tell me about putting the publication together.
Let me tell you how that happened. I went to your own birthplace.
Grenada.
I felt, yes, Grenada,
okay.
the Spice Isle. I didn't know why. I gave up corporate work. Let me tell you, there's a history to my career and stuff, my old careers and stuff, but I'll tell you what, last year I said to the Creator, this is it. Is either I'm dead or I'm doing this all the way. And I want to share what you've taught me through my life experiences, having traveled to more than 130 countries. I was an international flight attendant. I was a shopping consultant. I've worked in two everywhere. But last year, it hit me on my 7th MacBook. It's time to write the book. So I said, God, I don't know how I'm going to do it. And God spoke back from within. It's vibrational. You feel it in the heart. We'll do it. Let's do it. And then Grenada came to mind. Let's fast forward. 3 people got in touch with me and they mentioned Grenada. I said, that's the sign right there. So the universe gives us hints all the time, you know. I said, okay, Grenada it is. I went to Grenada. I didn't know what I was going to do. I wrote 7 books. Literally, I was in the countryside. I rented a cottage. I went parish hopping, what we call districts here. And I just went from parish to parish. I kept renting different Airbnbs in the hills where there's rivers passing through. There's snakes everywhere. Not poisonous ones, that is. Eating off the land. And I just wrote 7 books. I did it under inspiration. Up to now, I cannot tell you how I did it. When I got to St. Lucia now, I did... So that's 7. I did 8 until 13. So I did 13 small books. Enough to represent what I have to say. Years ago, I told my mother I'll just write 1 book. That's why I bought the first MacBook. And then I said, I'll just write 1 book, but my book will not be as talkative as I am. So it has to be small, that the CEO, the Prime Minister could read it, and then the man on the grassroots could read it. And then the book will just be so intense, it will open up something in the heart, and that's the feedback I've gotten so far. Right. So, and it opened mine. But anyway, let's go forward. So then I did 6 more, I did 7 in Grenada, 6 more here, and then this one, Abundance is Yours. Do you know how this book came into being? Something magical happened on my Instagram live. And when I said something, I said, you know, you'll have me on the lives. I have my big clients paid me thousands of dollars to do coaching sessions. And you'll sometimes have me on the live 3 hours. Send money for me. Send $10. Send $5. It doesn't matter. You need to circulate the energy. Right. The next day, I got endless money from my PayPal. People said, send me your PayPal link. I always wanted to bless you, but I was afraid you'd reject it. Right. And guess what? That inspired the document. When I wrote the document, one of my friends in England said, McNeil, guess what happened? After I sent you the money, guess what happened for me? She got a big job. Her son got his big dream job. And then she got the grant from England for something she had applied for months before. Right. So that told me, wow, oh my God. Maureen, let's fast forward. I decided to turn the documents into a little booklet. I sent it to 2 of my clients and 4 friends. They all came back with, why are you calling this a booklet? This is a book. Right. This stripped me. One of them is a big financier, and she said, I know she's very pragmatic. She's quite pragmatic, but yet it touched her. Mm-hmm. So anyway, fast forward, I decided to do the sequel from some notes I had in my laptop last year called Sacred Greed. Sacred Greed, the untold truth about loving money. Look, I'm trying to come back to everything in a short space of time, but there's so much more to this. These are selling like hot bread. Right, but they are available. And so I think by now... And those, sorry, I did mention Grenada, but those were written here in St. Lucia. Okay. I wanted to give St. Lucia something first. Absolutely. From the land. Right. Yes. And where can we find the books, McNeil, of course? So for now, I started to print. Now that's a long story behind it. I started printing so people could directly contact me on my number, go to my social media handles, request your books. I'm selling them on pre-order basis only, by the way. Absolutely. But it looks like that might have to change because a lot of people are ordering, and then after the orders come through, people are saying, I would like mine. So they could get it from me direct. I'll send the links, everything. They could get PDF versions or the hard copies. Right. Give me the number and give me your social handles. So my number is 722 2286. Okay, certainly 7 set day with cease 722 2286, and my social media handle is my name as written here, McNeil Griffith. You could get me on TikTok, you could get me on Instagram, on YouTube, McNeil Griffith, everywhere. 2x2, Facebook, or you could reach me directly on WhatsApp. Yes. Wonderful. McNeil, congratulations on your inspiration, and of course for the future, man. We wait to see what's to come. I'm looking forward. From St. Lucia to the world. That's my tagline as well. I'm from this little island, 238 square miles. But I've seen the whole world. Well, I've seen a lot, but there's still much to see. And I'm so proud to be a Mamai Lakai, a Jean Lakai, Jean Laterre, from St. Lucia, to have been able to explore so much of God's variety that has given me so much wisdom that now I could come and bring back to St. Lucia and bring it even further outward and onward, okay? Wonderful. Yeah. McNeil, all the best, darling.
This morning, we will be doing a groovy stretch routine to Cherry O Baby by Eric Donaldson. Just step it out. 4, 3, 2, roll the shoulders. Hey. Take it back. Bring it out. Push the arms back. Thumbs to the floor. Give yourself a nice big hug. Yeah, not a little hug. Nice and big. Open out. Push back. Switch the arms. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open out. Push back. Bring the arms up. And just sway it side to side. Give me a bigger sway. Sway. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Keep facing the front. Bend the arm to the back. 4, 3, arms. One, take it up and just reach. 4, 3, 2, 1, step it out and 4, 3, 2, 1. Open out. Roll the hips. Next side. Deep breath. And exhale.
I want to take the opportunity to big up the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, and particularly the little gentleman in the back of me. I don't know if you've seen him. See if you've seen him. Oh, shucks. The big truck take out everything from there. Right, in the back there. I don't want to put him on the spot. But I want to say thank you to him for ensuring that, we were able to utilize a little space here to get this done this morning. So big up to the RSLPF. There he is. All right, good. So next time you're passing by the government buildings here, just big him up for me, please, and thanks. He made things possible this morning. So go out and have a wonderful Monday. It's a start to another brilliant week, and that's what we're looking at. We're heading into Easter, right? This is the Holy Week, right? So we're heading into Easter.